Oops. I think everything's crooked. I think I hit it with my head. Hey, CJ, your package went out today. Two packages went out today. Vicky, what are you doing awake? Well, let me tell you, I'm chilling out here. I am so frustrated. I have to vent. If I go vent to my husband, he's going to try and fix. You know how the guys are. And I'm in no mood for any fixing. All right. Some of you know that my husband bought me a nice monitor. And then it wasn't compatible with my laptop because it was overheating my laptop. And then after being online for maybe an hour, it would overheat it and then it would shut everything down. Okay. So then my husband says, well, then I'm going to have to get you, just a regular PC, not a laptop. So he waited till he found a tower on sale for me. Hi, Linda. Um, Finishing your vodka. Okay, sip it really slow, Vicky. Um, so, hey, Deb. So what ended up happening was we got it all set up. Everything's working hunky dory, and I was happy. And so then I had to go run some errands, and I made supper, came back over here to the studio, and started putting stuff away. And then I thought, oh, let's test everything out. So I go through my new computer to go online. I mean, to go live, and um I couldn't get any video from my camera here on live. And so I went into the little boxes to see what it said, and it was telling me that it was loading. I don't know. I've never seen that before. Every time I've ever tried this, it's never said that. So I thought, well, maybe it's a new computer. It hasn't maybe completely done updates or something on my camera. So I shut everything down, did some other stuff, came back, tried it again, and it still said that it was downloading or loading. No, it just said loading. So I couldn't get my camera to work on my new computer to do the live. Now, if I go to my settings and just go to my computer, go to my camera, it's there. I can start the video going to make a movie or something. Yeah, I can take pictures with it. It works. It's there. It's in my computer. But for some reason, when I went into, you know what I'm saying? It's just not working with YouTube. I haven't figured that out. So I just took the cable, put it back over on my laptop to see if it was something else going on, but it came on. Here we are. So I'm so upset. I couldn't even go back to the house, go get a cup. I made hot tea and it's here in this in this paper cup. Who knows what's going to happen? And I'm so upset. I might have to eat these cookies because after all, it says it must be used by the 18th, and today's the 18th. So I've got like technically 5 minutes to eat all these for these to be still good. So I might have to do all that just to, get my nerves. Hi, Elizabeth. So what I did is, like I say, I'm running this off of my laptop, but it's not connected to the big monitor, so that won't, it's not going to overheat. So I have my other computer on. I got the volume off, and so now I'm watching. At least I'm still watching it on the big screen, so I can halfway read what you guys are saying. Yeah, everybody's switched to to that, Vicky. But that's not the issue. It's just the regular old, you know, it won't recognize for whatever reason. It's just not recognizing my camera. And it has something to do with this computer because I went to the other one and it's working. So there's something I've got to click that I can't even think what it would be. I'm not sure, but anyway, so that's what's going on with me. And I have Yardstream. I've got it hooked up. I mean, when I say hooked up, I'm registered. I can go on there anytime that I want to, but I'm just lazy. I'm a creature of habit. Yeah, I did it once. I didn't go live. I just did it with somebody else, and it was super simple. Click, click, and it was done. So that was good. Now the difference too is when I look at oh yeah, that's right, because never mind. I was gonna say something stupid. I'm looking because I was looking over my laptop and go, how come it's all black? And over here, oh, because never mind. Because one of them I'm looking on what you guys see, and the other one is what you see when you're doing it yourself. Hey Jennifer. Oh, yours went out today too, Jennifer. Woohoo! It's on its way. So, on a more positive note, hey Janice. On a positive note, I am doing, we haven't given a name yet. Maybe you guys can help us figure out this name. I was chit-chatting with Susan Taylor Brown. I don't know if you're familiar with her or not. She's got a really cool channel. Her and I like pretty much all the same stuff. Um, so I reached out to her and I said, I think it'd be really cool if we did some kind of a project together. And so we went back and forth, over a period of time. And we decided on a journal that we were going to, I even forget what we ended up with. Oh, when I open it up, it'll remind me. I forget if we ended up with, like 6 complete pages. When I say pages, because we're using stuff like watercolor paper. So each page is like a signature. So I think it was like 6, 1-page signatures, I think, plus the cover. And then what we did is we put the, we were supposed to include, now I forget if it's 4 or 3 things. It has to be included on the page. And so we have that with each signature. And then, we can use some of our own stuff, but we have to use what's been included in our little envelope for that particular signature. And because we both really like nature stuff, that's our theme. So I think it'll be interesting to see what we end up doing. I don't know, but I think it's going to be fun. I like challenges like that. I like, I work better when I don't know what I'm doing. And, and if someone just throws something at me, I'm a little more confident with that than if I have to sit down and think about it myself and come up with a plan, So it's helpful to me. I know some people that stresses them out, but oh well. So I thought I got it today. I got her package today. I haven't even opened it up yet. And so I thought, well, let's open up. I'm going to start with one. I'm not sure if I'll start with the cover. I don't think I'll start with the cover. I'm going to start with one of the pages inside because that might help dictate when I'm all done what the cover is going to look like. I think that's what I'm doing. Hey, Mary. I just got through complaining the first, how long have I been on there? The first 10 minutes all I did was complain. I will not bore you with my complaints. But it does involve me having to eat these cookies today, the 18th, because that's when they're best eaten. So I was so upset, I decided I needed to follow directions about when the cookies needed to be eaten. So that's all you missed of importance. So I'm going to share a project that I'm doing with Susan Taylor Brown. And she sent me all this stuff, and I sent her her stuff. And we're going to make a journal that is nature is the theme. And she wrapped that puppy up pretty good. And so I think we're going to do like, a signature, a 1-page each week maybe, or maybe 2 a week. I wasn't sure. I told her whatever she felt comfortable doing, because I think she's got more projects going on than I do. I'm a little more flexible and a little bit more of an insomniac than her. Okay, so we've got one. Wait, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we've got 5 signatures. And this goes on the cover. And here are the oh, I did it different. Oops. I think I sent more pages. I think I already did it wrong. Oh, no. That's right. Because we figured, okay, here is 1, and that would be 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think, okay. See, I'm confusing myself already. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. There we go. Yay! So that's the cover, and this is watercolor paper. And so then the thing would be, because I don't want to do the cover yet, I would, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because there's a back. So I would pick one of these, and whatever's inside is going to have to be this spread. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm trying to see if I can read. Mary gets it. Yeah, how come Mary's not asleep? Mary must not be getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mary likes to do all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to open up one of these with you guys. I wonder which one. It says look inside. I wonder what the small one has. Okay. I'm going to get this one just because I like the handwriting. Oh, and I think that would be the first one. Boy, she put thin stuff in there. Okay, here we go. Where's my scissors? So how many people have rushed out to buy their soldering stuff? Rushed, not walked, but rushed. I don't see anybody running. Oops. Man. Uh-oh. Oh, nature. Here we go. Oh, she eco-died. Or maybe just rested died. These are pretty colors. Oh, that's just the one sheet. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. What am I going to do? It's it. So that has to be. This is going to have to be my spread. I got to really look at this. Oh, boy. This is going to be cool. I have to think. I really think this is pretty. Okay, I got to get inspired. I might need a cookie for that. I think I need a cookie. Let's see. Elizabeth says she is not doing soldering with me. I've done it before. Very well, Elizabeth. Oh, you didn't find the caps? You know, I was going to go looking today, but I got a really late start. So I just ran errands that I had to do, but I was going to go looking too to see who has them on sale. But maybe I'll have to do that tomorrow. I have to go out on another errand. So you see a bird? Who sees a bird? You mean adding a bird, or you see a bird somewhere on here? See, I always see weird things. I'd have a field day with a psychiatrist because see here I see an animal in motion running. Here's the back legs, like when it's running. There's a little tail up there, and there's the head, and the mouth is open, and there's its legs and some kind of goofy ears. And here's another animal, and this one almost looks like a rhinoceros. Yeah, no, hippopotamus. Here's his feet, and then that's his mouth open and his little back. Don't tell me you don't see that. Don't be messing with me. Yeah. But this for sure is a hippo. See his big mouth? It's open right there. There's the top of his mouth, and there's the bottom part. And there's the little itty bitty eyes that they have, the little tiny ear right there. He's so cute. All he needs is that little stubby tail. He's all ready to go. I think he's kind of cute. Let's see if we see anything upside down. I don't see anything upside down. No, I'm kind of stuck with the hippo. Maybe that's a hippo, and he's looking at the clouds, and he's going, oh, wow, doesn't that look like an animal running? Because he kind of looks like his eyes are looking up a little bit. He just might be cloud gazing. Baby Louie. I mean, Baba Louie. Yeah, he could be Baba Louie. Yeah, what's your problem, CJ? Does anybody, okay, CJ, do you see two leaves there? Do you see leaves? Yeah, he's definitely a big mouth one. He's probably telling those little birds, get off my back. Oh, he's calling the birds. Come and clean my back. I can't reach it. Gotta put some little birds up there. Oh, what am I gonna do with this? Could be like a landscape. I'm gonna have to really think about this one. I need the cookie. I need the cookie. Yes, it does, Janice. Ha, it does. Oops, what happened? He's upside down. Okay. For you vegetarians, don't pay attention. For those of you who aren't, I need you guys to help me find some leather that has not been, okay, let me backtrack here. Most leather is treated, I wouldn't say tanned. Oh, maybe it is the way that they do the tanning now, with chrome in it. Like 90% is done with some form of chrome when they do the tanning. I'm trying to find some stuff that isn't done with that at all, and that it hasn't been dyed. It has, it's in its more natural state. Do any of you know anything about that? I don't. Excuse me, but I'm going to chew in you guys' ear. Turn it upside down and make a tree. Oh, very cute. It could almost like a palm tree. Okay. I'm getting a vibe. Okay. Deb, you have some, what do you mean you have some? You have some of that leather? Untanned leather? I was hoping some of you Oklahoma ladies were here. What would be expensive? No, actually it's not, because it's not really prepared for it to be used, like in clothing and boots and things like that. So oh, Tandy is a leather company. Oh, you dyed your own. So where did you get it, Deb? Did you get it in Canada, or did you get it here in the States? Oh, okay. Do you remember the price? Was it by the square foot, or was it by a hide? Okay. I have to go and check them out. I'm sure there's a place around here, but I just started looking like a week ago. Uh-oh, CJ knows about it too. Oh, so CJ, do they have it down here also in the States, or do you get it? I'm a little confused. Oh, okay, so Linda says they're here in the States also, right? Because she said Washington. Okay, you ladies. Oh, they're all over. See, I don't know this stuff. That's why I'm asking you ladies, because you're informed. Yeah, I don't want it thick. I don't want it tanned. Some of them do the vegetable dyeing, so it just is. Oh, Kathleen gets a discount. We like people that get discounts. Oh, Suzanne, thank you. See, I didn't even think to do that. I'm so brain dead sometimes. Okay, because what I'm going to do, if I find it and it's cheap enough, um, I'm going to do some eco printing on the leather. That's that's the end goal. So it has to be pliable and it can't have dye in it. Obviously can't have chrome or I'll kill myself when I boil it. Um so that's what I'm looking for. Hi Gina. Yeah, so that's the plan. So Deb, was yours just what I mean, it was just like a cream colored. Michael's told your sister that they don't care. Well, that's weird because all those that I showed you, that's where I got them. Maybe they just stopped selling them. I'm going to go on the hunt tomorrow, ladies. The few places I have. I don't have a lot of places here. I have one Joann's. Our Joann's is very small. They hardly have anything. Trust me. I'm serious. They have a Zippo stuff in there. But I'll check there. And we have a large Hobby Lobby. And we have a medium-sized Michael's. So I'll go find out. But yeah, I did look on the website of Michael's and I did not see them on the website. That is true. Um, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. Mary, you are getting up at 4 in the morning? Oh my goodness. Suzanne, those are from 2 years ago. When I went last year, um, I think there was like one that was there. I got one package. And I haven't even looked this year yet. But yeah, I know you do, Mary. That's what I was wondering what you were awake for. I figured you'd be asleep already if you're going to stream that early. Look for Martha Stewart Champagne Gold. Why? Vicky, why? Champagne Gold, you mean just the regular paint? Is that what you're talking about? You need some? Gina. My husband and I were talking about that. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. My husband and I were talking about sleep. See, my husband has sleep apnea. And so he has to go on a CPAP. And he also has this neurological condition where they tell him that his brain, even when he's asleep, that his brain isn't 100% asleep. It's still doing stuff when more so than an average person when they're asleep. So he you know he's sleep deprived. That's the best way to put it. And so the other morning we were talking about how many hours of sleep he gets, and then the doctor tells him he shouldn't take a nap because if he takes a nap, then he's not going to sleep all night. Well, he doesn't take a nap, and he still doesn't sleep all night. He sleeps maybe. Mm, he's real happy if he gets 5 hours of straight sleep. If he gets more than that, it's like time to dance, you know. So he has an excuse for being, up a lot. I guess I don't have so much an excuse. Kathleen, I know they told him not to nap. And they also said, I read an article, I don't know, I mean, it was like something like from the Mayo Clinic or something, but it was saying that people that nap have a higher rate of heart attacks. Now, I don't know what came first, the fact that maybe you have a heart condition and it makes you sleepy, or sleeping does something to your heart. I don't know. I don't know which came first, but in 5 years from now, they'll have another report saying that report was wrong. They always come up with a different conclusion. You're supposed to eat eggs. You're not supposed to eat eggs. You're supposed to eat eggs. Then you're not supposed to eat eggs. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah. My husband goes to sleep with his CPAP. Yeah. They're best buds. And so my husband, he likes to read. He likes to do all kinds of stuff. So he's up late also. And so like at midnight, we kind of meet up and have like a tea or coffee or chit chat about something or something. And then I'll come back and clean up whatever mess I have over here. He cleans up and lets the dogs out and everything. And then we try to get to bed. What we call reasonable, if we get to bed by 1 o'clock, we're happy campers. We've gone to bed early. If we get to bed at 1, we're real happy. I didn't stop eating eggs either. And I don't have high cholesterol. Do you know, it's so funny. All my life, I never even, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't like eggs, but it wasn't like my go-to thing for breakfast. I just never did that. And then maybe about 5, maybe 6 years ago, I started getting like a taste for eggs and I wanted eggs for breakfast. And now, I mean, practically every other day, I have a scrambled egg for breakfast. And if I don't have it, um, it's like in an hour I'm hungry. If I have my egg in the morning, I'm not hungry, till quite a few hours later. But if I eat something else, man, I look at the clock and it's been 45 minutes and I'm hungry. So I don't know. Oh, see? And our dogs get eggs every day. I make them their scrambled eggs. We go through a lot of eggs. I'm trying to figure out some kind of art thing to do with the egg cartons because I have so many egg cartons. It's ridiculous. I wish there was some kind of project, but um, um, they have them every morning and they love them. And when they don't get them, they get a little testy with us. I know Vicky can sleep in like for a day if they let her. Well, Vicky, those eggshells, that would that would handle one day. What about the rest? And then I read somewhere, because I have really bad arthritis on my ankles and my knees from an old car accident. And I read somewhere where eggs are bad for arthritis. That's if you look in a list of food you should not eat if you have arthritis, eggs is right up there on the top. See, I envy you guys that you can just sleep and sleep and sleep. Only time I can do that if I have a cold or something. Or I used to years ago suffer from really bad migraines, and I could sleep all day long if I got a migraine. But for some reason, my migraines went away. So anyway, so this is the project, ladies, I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure what we're going to call it. We've got to give it a name. And I don't know what it's going to be. And then I have to go on the hunt for the leather. And I'll look at those places you guys tell me about. Hopefully I'll find it. And I just saw this gorgeous antique couch that I was just drooling over, trying to figure out where I could squeeze it in. I don't think I have any place I can put it. I wish I could put it in my studio. It's only $50. All I have is chairs in here. And wouldn't you think it'd be kind of cool if I had a antique couch in here for $50? But Vicki knows what my place looks like. There's no place I could put it. Oh, Gina, you have leather? I'm looking. Vicki goes, no. I'm looking for a certain type of leather that doesn't have any chrome in it, doesn't have any dye in it. It hasn't been like processed, for normal use. Because I like to eco dye fabrics and paper. That's my favorite thing to do. And I'm going to do it on some leather, but it can't have all that stuff. Oh yeah, Kathleen. My husband was his one day. I mean, my husband could eat anything up until about 2 years ago, and his cholesterol, all his numbers were good. He'd have, his um his blood test, everything was always good. Good. And then one day he wasn't feeling too good. This was maybe around 3 months after his last test. He wasn't feeling good, and he felt a little dizzy like. And so he went over to the clinic, and they took a blood test, and one of the things they did was take the sugar, I guess. And he was like 230. He had never been over 105. He was always like 95 to 105. And he was 230. And she suggested he go to the emergency room and do this and do that and whatever it was, because he wasn't really lucid, And so he went over, and anyway, so then he was fine. They ended up sending him home. They did something, I don't know, gave him a pill. I don't remember what they did. And so they put him on some kind of pill, and he didn't want to be on the pill. So he just radically changed his diet. And now his numbers are usually like about anywhere from 95 to 110. And he's off his medication. So he's controlled it with diet. But it's really weird because there's hardly anything he can eat anymore. I hate cooking. The poor guy, he can't even look at a cup of rice. I mean, And they tell them you should have a balanced diet. You can have this many grams of this and so many grams of that. And nope, it doesn't work for him. He can't have like a quarter cup of rice. If he has a spoonful of rice, it'll go up to 200. So I don't know. And he's tried all kinds of stuff, all different kinds of carbohydrates. He can't have any carbohydrates of any kind. Yeah, they had him on metformin. Yeah. Hey, Brenda. Yeah. Yeah, the low is. That's right. So, I told him, I said, it's good that he's disciplined enough that, you know, he um, he doesn't have to be on the medication. And usually the next step after the medication, because your body starts getting used to it and doesn't react the same. And then the next step is you're going to have to, have insulin injections. So he's just going to, keep doing his thing. So now the challenge for me is to cook something halfway interesting. Notice I'm over here with this, right? Well, he's not into cookies anyway. He can take it or leave it. He's not, fortunately, isn't into sweets that much. So it isn't like he's like drooling for sweets. The only sweets he really, really likes is ice cream. So I don't bring ice cream into the house. I don't bring anything into the house that he can't eat. So Vicky knows we bring the stuff over here when the girls come over and we do our craft and do our workshops. They bring all kinds of fun stuff. My husband will come over and he'll start looking underneath things. And I'll tell him, there's nothing here you can eat. He goes, I know. Oh, wow. Okay, now you guys that are on medication, um did you guys try to do it with diet and it just didn't work? Or your numbers were just too high that they immediately just said, no, you got to be on medication? Yeah. Randy and Richard. Oh my goodness. R&R. Ooh, Blue Bunny. Oh, and anything, even if it says diet, but it has some kind of fructose, it doesn't matter what tiny bit is in there. My husband's body reacts to it. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Now, see, my husband eats the dark chocolate. He can do that because the ones that he gets, it's got only 3 grams of carbohydrate, the dark chocolate. The darker, obviously, the less sugar. So he does that. You know what? We're just talking about food and drugs and stuff. I think after this is over, I'm going to delete this. This is not exactly a how-to video here. Well, yeah, you're supposed to take well, he was told you're supposed to check your blood 2 hours after you eat. And in 2 hours, it should have already gone down to a normal level. So if you check it in 2 hours and, you're up there and you're 180 or whatever, that's not good. And his does go up and go down. My mom recently, well, when I say recently, about a year ago, um, she was bad. She was a bad girl because around 7 years ago, they put her on metformin. And she'd take it, then she wouldn't take it, then she'd take it and she wouldn't take it. Why? I don't know. Because in every other way, she's healthy. So she started, when I would talk to her on the phone, because she doesn't live in the state I live in, but when I would talk to her on the phone, she sounded a little different to me, and I thought, well, she's getting older. And I told my dad, and he goes, yeah, I kind of noticed it, and then she started getting, my mom is not what I would call at all a paranoid person or, a mean person, so for her to act a little edgy with me and kind of snippety at me, and it was like, hey, what's going on around here? So I told my dad, there's something wrong with my mom. Is she going a little cuckoo over there? And he goes, yeah, everything's bugging her, she's really getting on my case all the time. So I guess what, she doesn't, another thing, my mom's kind of stubborn. She doesn't like to be told what to do. And so they suggested the doctor. And of course, until it was her idea, it wasn't a really good idea. So finally, I think she started feeling not too good. And she went in and her numbers were like almost 300. They said she was ready to have a stroke, And so right away, they put her on everything. And, she was on pills. She was on taking shots. She was taking everything. But now, her numbers, I mean, of course, she's on all that stuff, but she cut out all sugar and most of her carbohydrates. And they've lowered her dosage of all the medication that she takes. She's still on medication, but it's really a little bit compared to what they had her on to get her back to normal numbers. And she's usually like about anywhere like 100, 110. So she's doing good. Yeah, exactly. My mom, I don't know. And my mom liked all the wrong things. She's the type of person that says, oh, I don't know. I don't hardly eat anything. Well, yeah, she doesn't eat anything good and healthy. In her mind, because in the morning, this is what she would do. And it was healthy, but notice, from a diabetic point of view, listen to what she had for breakfast. My dad would make her what they called a health drink, right, in the morning. But everything in there, he would put yogurt in there. He would put strawberries and this berry and that berry. Everything that was put in there was carbohydrates. Everything. And then blend it up. And then she'd suck on that thing for an hour. And that was her breakfast. Well, she was just eating sugar. That's all it was, even though it was natural. It was, to a diabetic, it's just plain sugar. And so that was her healthy breakfast. So, and then the list went on and on and on. But she was just eating all the wrong things. So. Exactly, Brenda. That's what, yeah. My husband and I went to a class with a dietitian there at the hospital, and they were saying it tricks your brain and your pancreas, and it's bad. It's really bad for you. You're better off just getting regular sugar if you're going to have to do that. So yeah, so we don't get Diet Cokes. We don't do anything like that. He has one fake sugar, one little packet every day, just one, with his coffee in the morning, and then that's it. That's the only fake stuff he has. So when are you coming over, Vicky? What's the weather going to be this weekend? Anybody, Vicky, check and see if it's going to rain this weekend. Or even later on in the week. Oh, no, it's supposed to rain. Oh, I just remembered. What's today anyway? Is it Monday? I think today's Monday. I think it's supposed to be raining here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Halloween candy. Yeah, my parents are in California. You have a wedding Saturday. Well, come. Um. Why don't you try? What? Can you come Wednesday? This Wednesday? Because tomorrow I have a little running around to do. Yeah, it's in the States. It is. Oh, what time is it here? Uh-oh, it's already Tuesday at my house. Uh-oh, and I didn't even finish my cookies yet. Uh-oh. Okay, so come Wednesday, and I'll see if what's your face wants to come. See if Sarah wants to come. Okay, talk to you tomorrow, Vicky. Watch that vodka. Good night, Gina. Don't eat anything sweet. Watch those sugars. I have a little bit of sugar in here. Not a lot. It's just my hot tea. It's not so hot right now, but oh well. Oh, and I'm starting to get cold. You know what? I think I'm starting to actually get sleepy. I don't know why. I think I used up all of my energy trying to get this crazy computer to work. It's totally out of my wheelhouse. Usually my husband does that stuff, but I didn't want to go crawling over there and go, I can't get my stuff to work. So I'll tell him tomorrow, because if I tell him now, then he's going to come back over here, and I'm not in the mood to do all this stupid stuff. Oh, about your soft letter. It's hunting season. Oh. You know what? My husband has a friend. I'm just thinking, he's a hunter. I bet you if he doesn't have it, he knows how I can get it. Good night, Linda. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm not thinking. I am not thinking. I know somebody whose husband is going hunting like this week over in Georgia. Good night, Elizabeth. And I didn't want to hear about it. I said I don't want to talk to anybody shooting a Bambi. Because he's going to get me some leaves. I'm getting some leaves all the way from Georgia. Some kind of white oak or something. I don't have that around here. Yeah. I know, Kathleen. I have to try and rationalize all this for myself. It's sort of like I don't have a problem going to the grocery store and buying chicken breast. All right. I don't have a problem doing that. I do have a problem if I personally knew the chicken. I have a problem then. There's that connection. So, oops, what was that? Um, so there's that connection. So I don't want to visually, if I can detach myself from the fact that one second it's alive and the next second it's not. I play mind games with myself. So I don't want to know what he's doing. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't really know. It's excuse me, I'm chewing. If you know Johnny, book no, what's the name of his channel? Um Junk Journal. Junk journal what? I forgot. Anyway, her husband's going hunting. I don't know where. Somewhere in Georgia. And so it started off her telling me that if I wanted some leaves, because before our leaves here had a chance to turn, which I wait all year for them to turn, because that's when I go around and collect them all, because that's when they do the beautiful printing. We had a really, really deep freeze, a freaky freeze, and they just all got brown and fell off. And so I wasn't able to get any of the autumn leaves. So I was mentioning that, and she goes, "Oh, well, we have plenty over here. We are, and my husband's going to be going out into the forest over to Georgia, and he can get you a bunch of white oaks." And I'm going, "Oh, cool, cool, cool." And I said, "What's he doing over there?" And then I said, "Okay, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear about it." Gosh, Kathleen. Yeah, I'm real good at rationalizing stuff just to get through. And I talk about stuff that's kind of uncomfortable. Um, Obviously, my name is Rosemary. And when I was younger, and even till now, a lot of people would call me, Rosie Posey. And then inevitably they'd start, singing that little Rosie Posey. What was that? Ring around the Rosie, pocket full of posies, and all this stuff. And I would tell them, don't sing that to me. And they go, why not? I said, look it up where that comes from. Oh, I got to find the envelope. Look up where that came from, and you'll stop singing that. I don't know why little kids sing that song, but it doesn't have a very good beginning. And then I tell them the story, and then they go, ooh. So I might give you guys some homework before we say goodnight. Ooh, I gotta put this all together. And figure out, well, now with Google, you can find everything so fast. You probably find it before we say goodnight. But it does not have a good beginning. How it originated. Whoops. Hey, Kathy. You got any trees with some leaves turning down there? Do you know a hunter that doesn't kill anything, but I can get some leather from him? Come on, Kathy, do you? Help me out, girl. You Texas women, you know everything. That's what we're doing. We're trying to find leather that has not been dyed or treated with chrome. I've already been given a few names where I might be able to find some. I don't want it tanned. And if you mean unprocessed, yes. I don't want it tanned. And the thinner, probably the better. I know there's this, I don't know what kind of, what part of the animal it comes from, or even what animal it comes from, but it's real thin, and sometimes on more expensive coats and boots and stuff, they use it as the liner part because it's real thin, but they'll line either the jackets or the boots with it. Butt of a pig. Okay, Kathy. Oh gosh. Call a way station. Ooh, but I bet you it's like not dry yet, right? I don't want the skin still moving. Hello, Maria. Maria's already starting her day. Kathy, it doesn't matter. I don't know that much about hides. I just know it needs to be soft. I don't want, you know, thick, heavy stuff. Excuse me. We were talking about deer just because, various people know deer hunters, and I was explaining somebody's husband was going deer hunting, but it doesn't have to be that. CJ says I'm looking for pig butt, so I don't know. Oh. Oh, see, Maria, I can't do that. I can't eat anything I've personally known or looked in the eye while it was alive. No, I can't do that. There was this little boy. I told this story a long time ago, but there's this little boy when I used to live in Hawaii. He was about 5, maybe 5 years old. And the where they lived, they would raise animals specifically, to eat them. And they had some goats. And so the grandparents decided that they would let him be involved, and they had the mom, and the mom was going to have the babies, and have him help feed them and all that kind of stuff. But they weren't sure, how he would handle, the eventuality of that it was going to be food, right? So they didn't want to spring it on him at the very end. So they let him know at the beginning. He wasn't crazy about the idea, but they told him, "Do you still want to be involved? Do you still want to do this and that?" And he says, "Okay, I guess so." But I don't remember the circumstances, but one of the babies died. And so then they were feeding, the other one and trying to keep it alive because whatever was wrong, I guess you were both kind of weak. And so the little boy went to school, and while he was at school, the last one died. So they were concerned about him coming home, and he had put so much time and effort and love, to this little goat, and the goat had died. So he comes home from school, and he was going to run out to go feed him, and they stopped him, and they said, "Well, we have something to tell you." And they explained to him what happened, and they said, "Are you okay? How do you feel?" And he's 5 years old, right? And he goes, "EIEIO. Farming just isn't what I thought it was going to be." And they look at each other like they didn't want to laugh. And they're just going, "Oh my gosh." And then he says, okay, let's go bury him. So yeah, he is a better farmer than me. I would never be able to eat anything, let alone take care of him and watch him die. I can't do it. Okay. Any questions? Yeah, exactly, Kathleen. Don't work too hard, Maria, but make money. Make some money. Yeah, Jennifer. Well, if I could repurpose some leather that, was light in color, like, just like a cream color or something. It can't be dyed, a real color. And then whenever I do it, then I would have to do that outside because I don't want to be inhaling all that chrome. So, yeah, Kathy, they've been mentioning Tandy's. I've never heard of it because I've never attempted to do anything with leather before. So they might have um like what? Like a leftover bin? the waste the waste pieces that aren't the greatest for other people to use, but us crafters can. I don't know. Oh, I don't know why I'm cold. Ooh, so they do have the scrap bin. Yahoo! I hope the scraps though are the ones that aren't died. So we'll see. Because before I was thinking of doing this, I had bought some scraps from somewhere. I forget where it was. But they're all died. So I use them in other projects, but I can't do it for that. So, oh, good. Hey, Kathleen. Okay, Kathy. Next time you go on the hunt and you go down there to Fort Worth, you know what to look for. I'll try looking online too. I'm going to eco diet, Kathy, or attempt to. So that's why it can't have any dye. It can't have this, can't have that. Because then when you steam or boil it, that chrome will be released. So I don't want to dying. And for those of you that just got here, if you're wondering, why do I have Susan Taylor's name there? Because we're doing a project together. And we each sent each other 5 or 6 envelopes with at least 3 items in each one. And we have to incorporate it into a single signature into a journal that we're going to be, an art journal that we're putting together. So that's what that's there for. I got mine today, so I had to at least open one. Ooh, Revenant bags. Hello. Oh, really, CJ? Thanks. See, you guys are close to everything. What's the closest? That's a funny question. I am in the second largest city in my state, yet we have nothing here. The next largest city. Yeah. I mean, I live in a town of 100 or 100. It's not gigantic, but it's like 120,000 population where I live. But that doesn't mean I have anything. Okay, start hopping. No, I don't want to tan it, Brenda. I don't want it tanned. That's my whole point. Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be printing on it, eco printing on it. So I don't want any dye on it. Kathy, I have a hard time visualizing Texas. It's so darn big. I don't know who is where and who's close to what. Well, how much am I looking for? I really just want enough to test it because, I don't want to invest in it and then it doesn't work the way I have planned. So if it was, I mean, even if it was just as big as this is, to see that if it would work. I mean, I know it worked. I just don't know if I can figure out how to do it because I'm not going to take a $300 workshop to figure out or to be told how it's done. So I'm going to take the knowledge that I have that I do with fabric and paper and see if I can translate it onto the leather. Yeah, Brenda, we have, let me see. I live in Walmart country. Everywhere you turn, there's a Walmart. There is a Dollar General. Fortunately, we have the upscale Dollar Tree. Uh, what's the other dollar one? There's Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and there's another one. What's the other one called? Something dollar or dollar something. I forget. But we have a gazillion of them. Oh, well, you're just not happening, Brenda, if you got to go 16 miles to the closest Walmart. Please. Yeah, but, oh, yeah, Family Dollar. There you go. And we have one of those in the corner, too, practically. I think one of them bought all three of them up. I forget who bought who up. But they're transitioning. Now the Dollar, Family Dollar or Dollar General? I think the Dollar General. They are now converting some of theirs into all home decor. That's pretty much all they sell in there. And it's kind of cool stuff. Stuff that we could buy and like redo it. Ah, now I got an itch. But they're not changing the outside of the stores. So it's kind of hard to know if that's what they have or not. But some of them are putting just a small little banner outside, and I forget what the banner says. It's something about decor. And then you walk in, and everything, you know, is like decorating stuff for the house. Cat, no, I don't want the hair on it. I don't want to know. I don't want it to look like an animal when I get it. I don't want it half alive either. I want it to have been dead a little while. Ooh, Brenda's really close to Disney World. Oh, I know. Oh, please. I am a sissy for all that stuff. Yep, I admit it. Well, I don't think I have any other projects. I just barely got all my stuff halfway put away the other day. I had so much stuff I need to put away. What have I got? Ooh, is anybody interested in getting some bark cloth? I have a nice collection of bark cloth, and I know it's expensive for people to buy, but those of you that buy fabrics, I don't know how many of you are listening right now that buy fabrics and stuff like that, and buy kits, and I was wondering if bark cloth the size of you could work with a journal or something, because those of you that know anything about it, it's always expensive. Wherever you find it, it's expensive if you can find it. um and and so I could get some of my pieces, and see who's interested. So I guess there's some interest. Maybe I should show you what I have before we leave. We can, then I'm going to wake up. I'm going to wake up now. Okay, well, let me just get a few pieces. Ouch, and my knee is killing me. I got to move. I have a few that I'm willing to break up, and then I have some that I'm not ready to do that yet. No, this isn't bark cloth. I just love this piece. I'm going to make something pretty out of this. Or maybe it is a type of bark cloth. Anyway, let me sit down. Let me sit down. Uh-oh. Let me get my little chair over here so I can put some of this down. Oh, this isn't bark cloth. Why was that in there? Oh, no, this one is. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now, at first, when I first saw this, all I saw was this part, and I thought it was Asian. I don't know why that looked Asian to me, but it did. But it's not, because then you have American Indian and you know, some discovery kind of person, pretense, right? Discovery. And then there's a ship, and then there's some kind of other kind of military guy. And then it just repeats the pattern. But when I saw it, that's all I saw. I mean, the colors are really pretty. I still like it. But it wasn't what I thought it was. So I have that piece with those colors. I think this one's really pretty. I have no idea what country represents, but in my brain, everything translates into Asian. So, you know. So I'll just call everything Asian because I can. But you can tell from the clothing here that this is not, you know, it isn't like it's Europe or anything, or America. So those have pretty colors. All right, and then this one, pattern on this is a lot bigger, like you would think of in a traditional bark cloth. This is so soft, it's unbelievable. Oops, it's not liking it. How come? Let me get something to put there. Just got to break it up a little bit. Oops. Oh well. We're out of there. Yeah, that one has you can see the weaving on this. That's what makes it so soft. Is the way that this one's been woven. All right, let me get that away from the camera. It does not like it. Whoops. Runaway piece. Oh, I forgot these are in 2 pieces. Oh yeah, I really like this one. Hope the camera likes it. It looks like it's either be like Venice or it's a coastline. I don't know. It reminds me of either like, no, more like Greece. I think it looks more like Greece to me with those kinds of, these kinds of trees. The cypresses. But it has, shows the coastline. I think it's pretty. I think I got 2 of those. I think, yeah, it's the same size. Those 2. Same thing. And this one, I don't know if we can get that in. The picture is pretty big. It's like the whole piece, so it doesn't repeat itself too much. And sorry if you're asking me something. I haven't even looked up there. Sorry about that. And I don't care. This is Asian to me. Oh, sorry about that. Woohoo. Oh, you're hearing the ticking? See, there's new stuff happening. And I took the autofocus off. It's gotten all messed up. This one still has the information on this one. Because this hasn't been used at all. So I'll leave that there so the auto doesn't go crazy. And then this one, yeah, this one hasn't been used either. I really like this one too. This one. I think this one is so pretty. And this one hasn't been, I don't think this, this one hasn't been used either. It still has the information on it. So those are the only ones that I've used pieces out of it, so I've already cut it, so it won't like kill me to cut it up. But I have another one that I don't, or like two more that I don't want to cut yet. So I won't even torture you by showing them to you. Oops. I still like these cypress trees. I think they're pretty. And my fake Asian one. And I just think this is really pretty. I got this, where is that? It's off a cushion. I haven't even taken it off the cushion yet. This other one, I think, I'm not sure if I showed you guys or not. I haven't had any time to dismantle it. I think this one is more like a cross stitch or something. I'm not sure what. Oh no, I think we did come to the conclusion. What do I know? This. It's not a cross stitch. And there's no zipper, so I can't, there's no way to take it out. I'd have to cut it open. It's a seat cover, I mean a seat cushion, like I would say to a piano bench. And then the back side is this, whoops, velvet. Now, if I had a piano, my husband goes, "Oh, we need to get a piano for that. That's a cute little cover." I said, "No, no, 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 no. I don't think so. I don't think so." So that's that. I think they're pretty. Yes, you remember. I have one of those, that's for sure. Is that needlepoint? I don't know. Okay, Deb. Give him a big hug. Okay. Oh, I'm actually yawning. Oh my goodness. That's bad for me. I see the whole camera moving. Do you see that? Why is it doing that? Good night, Lisa. I know. I don't know why I'm yawning. I think trying to get all this computer stuff stressed me out. I'm tired. Oh my goodness. And I'm going through all of my cabinet cards too. I'm gonna thin some of those out. I don't know if people are interested in cabinet cards. I'm really going through a lot of my stuff. Only so I can, I'm trying to like, refine, which is hard, refine my interests because I have them all over the place, too many places. And I want to consolidate a little bit more, like we all do, and we don't. Yeah, the bark cloth is hard to find, Kathy. I mean, for me anyway. And then when you do find it, people know what it is, and then it's really, really expensive. Yeah. So what other things are you guys looking for? Oh, I haven't seen it on Amazon. Did you see that move again? I don't know why the thing is moving so much. That's weird. How big and how much? What are we talking about, Susan? Suzanne? Kathleen needs space. Well, space doesn't help. You know why? Because you just fill it up. And then you're going to need more space. Trust me, I know. Oh, all of these are different sizes. And so I didn't know how much, if there was interest. So, and then I don't know what size I would make them or by the piece. I'm not really sure. I didn't know, you know, if there was interest or not. So I got to measure them out and figure. I know for sure I have a full 2 yards of this one. It's uncut. Oh, I cut a little piece off of it, but so there's I'm pretty sure almost 2 yards of that one. I thought of that, Jennifer. At least the size of what? For a journal, maybe? Because lots of times I know in some of the sample packs, um, when I see them make comments about other packs, because I try to see, you know, what people are looking for and what they want, is one of their main complaints is it wasn't big enough to make a journal with it. And so I understand that. It's just that when I make journals, I usually don't use all one type of cloth. So I don't need a big piece. So I don't think in those terms all the time. But I've seen that comment before. Like, oh, if the journal, I mean, if the piece just a little bit bigger, I could have made a journal out of it. And I go, uh-oh, I guess so. You're looking for velvet. I think I have some purple. I think I have some green, but I think it's I know I don't have blue. I think the green that I have is sort of like embossed or something. I can't think right now. I think so. Yeah, Kathy, a lot of people call fabric bark cloth when it's not. So yeah, you got to be careful. Just like the African fabric and the mud cloth. They call it that, but it's not. I saw them selling, they call it mud cloth, and all it was um it was like it was a cotton that was printed with the design of a traditional mud cloth. But they were selling it like a mud cloth. It's not a mud cloth. It just has the design of a mud cloth. Well, I'm still working on my little guy. Where'd he go? I think I put him away. My little quail. I'm having fun working on my little quail. Did I put him away? Yeah. Yeah, he was getting a little lonely. I put him away with his other little quail friends. He's in the back room somewhere. Okay, ladies. I'm running out of stuff to talk about, believe it or not. Can you believe it? Me? I think you guys are getting wound down too, because your conversation has slowed down just like mine has. Hmm. Yeah, I know. I think I need to go to bed. I know myself though. I'm gonna sign off, get my stuff, go next door, and by the time I get over there, I'll be awake. That'll be okay. I'll be closer to bed though. I might have to take a cookie with me, sneak it over there, not let my husband see it. Because oh well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't like cookies anyway. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30. I hope he's already asleep. He got up kind of early this morning. It's still the 18th. Oh, mash, yeah. Okay, so it's still fresh. That's all that matters. Oh no. Kathy, what are you going to do with all that fabric now? I stopped at a consignment shop today and I was looking and going, ooh, I was seeing a bunch of cool stuff. Fortunately for me, I didn't know that that place closed at 4, and I walked in like about 5 to 4, and she says, are you almost ready? And I'm thinking to myself, hello, I just walked through the front door. And she says, we close in 5 minutes. And I go, oh. So I looked out and didn't spend any money. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, maybe you can go to bed early, Jennifer. Oh, Kathy took a nap. There goes that. Something's weird with my camera tonight. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do tomorrow is really play around with this crazy camera, figure out how to make it work with my new computer. CJ's actually working and chit chatting with us. She can do that, you know. Good night, Suzanne. I think we're all going to hit the hay soon. I'll go and reheat my tea. There's a lot of my mixed media journals and some of my other journals. I need to let those go too. I got too much stuff and I need to make room for new stuff I want to make and just stop stockpiling all this stuff. Everybody's ready. My mom, I've never been a doll person as a child. um, and I remember having a Barbie, and my mom made Barbie clothes. That's what she did, and she put them on the Barbie, and I really couldn't have cared less, but she was having fun with my Barbie making clothes. All right, ladies. Once I figure this all out, I'm going to try it again and see if I can get this hooked up to my computer. Maybe when Vicky comes over on Wednesday. Maybe during the day we'll do some kind of live with Vicky and have some fun. Hopefully, you never know. All right. Let me find, where is my mouse? Had the mouse to the wrong computer. No wonder I couldn't use it. All right, then. Thanks a lot, ladies. And I will see you soon. And I'm going to look up that company you guys told me about. And maybe I can find what I'm looking for. Thanks for the heads up, you guys. All right. Thank you. Good night.